Living in a world where many times we hear that things are not possible. There's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of stress. A lot of. Insert thing here. My guide said something to me about 8 months ago now or so that they have reiterated on, I don't know how many times. As I was weaving this message into another episode message that will be coming soon, I made the call, thank you guides for dropping it into my heart, to allow this message to stand on its own, to stand in its own episode for you to hear, because it is so crucial, so important, so relevant, so real. And it is this: nothing is impossible. Nothing. And I know for our egos, I can especially speak for mine, she's like, Lavender, really? What about this one time when this happened? Our dear egos trying to make sense of it all. We don't have the full scope. We do not understand the full scale of why things happen. Things happen for many reasons. Many, not even just one. But the thing I do believe now is that nothing is impossible. Now, I will say this, there are things on our end that we must do, or we must allow, or we must let go of in order for this to come to full fruition in our life experience. But allow me to repeat again, nothing is impossible. Here's what my guides shared first. We are taking it on for you. This way, you do not need to take it on. There is no need for any being to take it on. It is hard enough being there on earth. It is our honor. It is our pleasure. My friends, we do not have to carry anything alone. Sometimes it's easy to think you must, you have to, but first and foremost, you have your guides. Regardless of those beings that are here in our 3D, they kind of come in and come out of our experience, and that is normal. Allow me to say it again, that is normal. Depending on the contract that y'all signed together, depending on the scope and scale of what y'all's relationship is in the bigger scheme of things, in the bigger picture of both your life experience and theirs, beings or people, they will come in and out. Our guides do the same thing, but in a different way. They have the whole picture. They have the whole vantage point of understanding the purpose. We are here taking on the difficult stuff. We are here on earth taking on the experiences of emotions and limitations, as Dolores Cannon says. This is what we're doing here. And for our guides on the other side of the veil, they are coming in and out. There are some that stay with you for your entire life experience. There are some that come in and out and revisit you a couple of times. There are some that come in for specific things, and I'll expand on this here in just one moment. But our guides are here. It is their honor and their pleasure for us to lean on them, to seek their perspective. To me, that's what seeking guidance is. It's seeking a perspective. It's seeing something from a different angle, in a different light, so that we may consider it, ingest it, understand it, feel it. And just like the scale that we have as far as support all around us, and that nothing is impossible, it is also limitless. It is infinite. Here's what my guides, it's expanded. And we have unlimited resources that we can ask to come and help, to stand in, to help with one little task that for you is very difficult. We will call in the support to help empower you on that choice, on that project, on that task that needs to be completed. This gave me such a beautiful, not only peace of mind, but also just, I feel so loved. And again, it's all about perspective. We are here as humans on ground, ground zero, navigating the things that are happening. And to us in this exact moment, it's big. It's very difficult. Funny enough, I'm thinking about right now, Brian Tracy and a video that he had recorded, I think it was actually in the 80s or somewhere around there, talking about the 10-minute rule. That imagine if you were to see the last 10 minutes of a movie. So you fast forward all the way to the end, basically till the 10 minutes till the end. You watch the 10 minutes and then you go back to the beginning and watch the movie. You'd probably have no anxiety. You probably wouldn't worry about anything. because you know how it ends. If you see in the foreground, let's say that the main character is distraught because they lost the love of their life, but you saw the last 10 minutes and you know that they're going to be rejoined together. Your perspective changes everything. You wouldn't feel all those emotions during the movie because you know how it ends. In a very similar way, I see this as our guide's perspective. They know what the bigger plan is, the bigger map. Now, sure, they might not know exactly what will happen down to the T because sometimes there's some free will and free choice involved. Could they know the possibilities? Yes. But do they know exactly? Maybe not. But they have the ability to see it, forecast it, understand it. And then based on your current changes, current choices, current things, to understand where you might be going down that path. And they're there to support you. And not only that, if you're calling on them, they also call on each other. So it's like teams upon teams. We have an entourage, basically. We have a divine entourage is what's happening. How incredible is that? And all we need to do is open and allow to ask. Oh, nothing is impossible. And they share this. I'm just telling you, drive the point home. This is what they said. It is true. Nothing is impossible. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hear us again. Nothing. Nothing is impossible. Y'all, this means there's nothing they can't do. The only limitation is probably our ego mind, who's trying to decipher it and trying to figure it out. And bless its soul, it's trying really hard to do what it thinks it can do. But we are connected to this divine energy, this divine force, this flow, this current, where nothing is impossible. We might have lost our way, lost our perspective, lost our vision, our momentum, but we are not lost. We have teams upon teams that can come in and support us at any given moment of now. That is powerful. It is so powerful. And of course, here I am speaking about the ego. Here's what my guides shared in why it feels impossible. This is the reason why. It is only your egoic mind who only has a very, very, very small, very, very, very small piece of the whole picture. One little tiny little glimpse through the gorgeous veil. It cannot be the compass. That is why it feels impossible, y'all. Your ego is trying to be the compass and it cannot. And so you feel that emotion. You feel that disconnection. You feel that disappointment. You feel the impossibleness, if you will, because it feels like it's impossible. But your guides are not bound to your ego. You are not bound to your ego, unless you choose. But this is why it feels impossible. Because our mind has not let go. We have not reminded it to let go. We have not allowed it to let go. It is the mind that makes it feel impossible. But allow me to put this beautiful message into your hands. You have access to unlimited support. Unlimited. Unlimited. It's not through struggle, but through the simple, powerful act of choosing and believing. And I will leave you with this message that they ended my transmission with. They always know how to go out with a bang. We will continue to create the pathway into the light with all the support, with all the love, with all the resources, all of the abundance, all of the possibility. It is all yours should you choose. Unless you don't believe, unless you do not choose. This affirms it is in our hands. What we believe is what we receive. If we have faith and belief that our guides are part of the infinite power of the universe and nothing is impossible, by golly what, you will receive it. That is a law of the universe. Allow yourself and your heart to receive this message And whatever you may be navigating through, there is light on this pathway, should you choose it. If you go with the impossible feeling of your ego, you cannot walk on this pathway. It is a choice. But should you choose, you will be flooded with all the love, all the resources, all the abundance, all the possibility, all the support. Because, my friends, nothing is impossible.